One thing that's been on my mind quite a lot that I'd like your take on is I've noticed that on the radio nowadays, conscious rap is almost dead, it seems like.
It's gone.
And it's a little bit disturbing to me because I don't know, like radio is supposed to be at least a little bit child safe. And I'm just seeing what kids are growing up listening to, and most of it is murder music. And I think there's a time and a place for it. Like that's the type of music.
Time and place for murder music.
I mean, I think if you're going into a gym, when you're trying to work out, or you're trying to like pump up a team in the locker room, you're ready to go. You know what I mean? But it just seems like the industry is almost just absolutely squeezed out any sort of conscious rap. And it's a little, I think we need more of it. We need that message.
They realize how profitable fast food is. And to cultivate healthy food, there's a longer process. Like if I want to grow an apple tree, it takes me years to be able to eat apples every season after. But if I want a Big Mac, that's nothing. The process is just so simpler. So the industry they just lean toward the profit. They don't have the ability anymore to cultivate talent or the patience anymore, right? Everyone can't plant a seed and water it every day for the next, 48, 60 months and then wait till the apples finally grow to eat. Some people are just like, I need that shit right now. And, that's to our detriment, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, how do you infuse more of it? Because it's almost like, I guess it is, if we're taking the food analogy, it's almost like you're the certified organic, non-lab grown meat. Like you're like the pure stuff on the shelf, and there's only a certain market. Like I guess the more for the masses you are, the more watered down shit's gonna be just by nature.
Yeah, because of consumption. And it's hard to. That's why I love Drake. Because Drake is someone who can give us a lot and also give us quality. But a lot of artists can't do that. If they're giving you a lot, they can't give you quality. Like, I pride myself, like, I've given 30 albums, but if you go listen to any verse of mine, you're not going to be like, that wasn't great, Like, it's tough to be able to consistently give it and give something that's of that level.
Well, that's what makes him really remarkable is his longevity. Because I think we're entering an era where longevity is very, very difficult. Like, for example, I just saw a TikTok. It was about Chance the Rapper performing, and I guess the audience wasn't too big for the guy recording the TikTok, and he's like, damn, the fall off of Chance the Rapper needs to be studied. I'm thinking
that's insane.
He came out in 2008 I remember I was in either middle school or early high school, and when Acid Rap came out. So he's had a 10-year plus career, and he's still doing very well.
A decade.
And for someone to say the fall off needs to be studied, I'm like, bitch, have you ever even gotten your foot in the door? Like,
it's always someone who's never sold out a stadium. Mm-hmm. You feel me? The opinions always come from people who's never done it, and that's why you can't listen to people. For anyone to last a decade in this industry, it's phenomenal. It takes a lot of work. Like a lot of artists, we've literally witnessed the past. Most of them don't last 12 months, 18 if they're lucky,
Why do you think that is?
The music sucks. Is that
plain
simple?
And simple, your product shit.
The music sucks. The product isn't great. And then they're not personable. So their brand awareness is like, look, we don't know who the fuck these artists are. We hear the songs and they go viral and we know the sound, but you don't know who the fuck they are.
But the funny thing is, in the beginning of their song is, you already know what the fuck it is.
You know who the fuck I am.
And then it's like,
we're like, no, we don't know who the fuck you are.
Sir, can you take 3 minutes to explain? Because I really don't know.
But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. When a product isn't great and it's like, man, I also don't know where it's coming from. It's just it's very easy for you to move on to the next product as a consumer because you never got attached to it.
What I see is it's also maybe it's an ego thing a little bit too, where once someone achieves a certain level of success, they think all of the hard work is past them, and that they walk into the room and they don't have to kind of earn their keep anymore.
And that's not, I thought that shit too. Like, man, I thought when I finally like got to this point and I was making pavement, I was like doing this, that I was gonna be chilling. But it's like, nigga, I flew in at 7 and I came straight here. Like, you have to work 10 times harder. Now I'm building things that are much larger than I was ever building. So I really don't get to take that break. It's more work than ever once you make it, if you're really doing something. But some people do get to make it and chill. You know, some people go get to do a show and they don't have a team to take care of and family and things like that, so they can. But for us that's really building shit, the bigger it gets, the more you have to work.